Hi guys! Okay, so this month for October, I'm going to show you guys how to do some really cool FX designs using just household things, which makes it really good so that you don't have to have a whole moulage kit or a bunch of tools in order to create some really cool, gross effects. So today I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy burn using styling hair gel, some liquid latex, some blood gel, purple, red, and black paint, and some toilet paper. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's a great design for boys, and anyone can do it. And we have a lot of fun with this one. So you start off by just adding a little bit of background color first. And usually the inside of the burn is going to be the darkest color. So I'm going to start off by adding just a little bit of red and purple, kind of like, and black to the middle, just in a round area. So I'm just mixing them all on my sponge, and then I'm just going to blot an area. Just a nice generous amount. Now I'm going to come around the edges with a little bit more red. Just on the outside of the burn, I'm going to add more of a red. You can also do this with a stipple sponge or whatever you have. So I'm going to go back in, just add a little bit more and red in it. So that's it. I made kind of a darker spot in the middle and then a little bit of red on the outside. Then I take my styling gel and I'm going to put it in the opposite hand. And you want a nice big glob. And just kind of throw it right in the middle. And then I'm just going to kind of spread it out. I'm going to wipe off the extra. So now that I have like a big glob, I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to take a piece of toilet paper, and then I'm just going to kind of rip off the edges so it's a nice jagged edge. And you don't want to use Charmin toilet paper because it's just too thick. So I'm just making sure that it's kind of just ripped jagged. You don't want it too big, just the size of your wound. So I ripped it up. And my gel, I put a lot on there so it's kind of moving around. I'm just going to put it back in to place. Oops. Now I'm just going to lay my toilet paper right on top. Kind of press it onto that gel. That's going to help keep it into place. So for your next step, what you're going to do is just seal all the edges with your liquid latex. Now remember, you're going to want to ask the people that you're doing this on whether or not they're allergic to latex first. Some people have allergies to latex. So I'm just going to apply it with a paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint along the edges. And woof, liquid latex, sometimes it's smelly. So this is just to really seal down the edges. Now liquid latex serves as a glue for your toilet paper. Some people use spirit gum. I prefer not to, mainly because you really should use the remover to remove it. And when I'm doing this on like Halloween night or my friends, or if I'm doing smaller versions on the face, then I really don't want to have to give people or use spirit gum on younger kids. So then you're just going to use this latex again to kind of just seal down all those edges of the toilet paper. Now you're going to need to let this dry, and it's going to dry clear in about, I would say, a good minute or so. So let's let it dry. Okay, so once all your liquid latex dries, then you're going to want to go back in with just a little bit more color. And then the fun really starts. So I'm going to add some more red to the edges. I don't want it so like super red. So I'm just going to kind of stipple right over it again. And to get realistic looking burns, you can always Google burn. Okay, so I'm going to add just a little bit of a purplish tint to it. Right around the edges, right on top of it. And that'll be the burn. Okay, so now for the really gross part. So now that it's dry and all this stuff has happened, you're going to take the end of your paintbrush, or you can take a toothpick, whatever. What you're going to do is you're going to break the toilet paper so that it looks as if it's oozing. And if you really want to get it gross and oozy, you can always add an extra glob. But then it's also going to drip a little bit if you have extra. So if you want to just kind of dab it in there. And then what you'll want to do is just add some blood gel. And the differences between the bloods we'll go over in the next video, because it's important to know which blood you're looking for. Because this one is a blood gel, but we'll go over that next. So I'm just adding some of this blood gel just in there, give a generous amount. I can spread it out with my paintbrush. Kind of spread it around to make it really gross. So it looks like that gross open burn wound. Ew. I'm just kind of adding it around. And voila, you have a gross open wound.
Oh, that's a bad burn.